another episode of Road to William. I got my cousin on the show with me, Ashley from I Be Ballin' Basketball. Say what's up, Ash.
What's up? Get it?
Um,
Martin, you know.
I Be Ballin'. Tell them about your channel, why they should go check you out.
I be balling basketball show on YouTube. I talk about the NBA, the WNBA. I talk about my love for the Bucks. You already know. Freak, fear the deer. You already know. And I talk about, I do movie reviews, like basketball movie reviews, and I do a day in the life of, Ashley, I be balling, shot calling. You can follow me on Ashley, I be balling.
About to dive right into it and get into the movie Soul Food. Soul Food has to be the only Thanksgiving movie for the black folks ever. No one's ever topped this ever. Never. It hasn't happened. And don't you dare think about remaking it. I don't want to see it remade.
Oh, man.
Soul's Kitchen. I don't want to see that.
Soul's Kitchen.
I don't want to see that. The little boy.
Ahmad.
There we go.
Thank Ahmad.
Ahmad.
Bird, Terry.
Ahmad is the main person in this movie when it comes to the story. He's the narrator of the movie. And we start off at the wedding, Bird getting married to Lim. And you see off rip the drama starts because, it's a wedding day. It's after the fact. We don't see the ceremony. We don't actually see what goes on. We see the after effect. And we dive right into the bathroom. Ahmad's going to the bathroom because Josephine, the grandmama, Mama Joe.
I think so.
And Mama Joe is like, go get Bird because her husband out here is dancing on his ex and blah, blah, blah. Ahmad immediately is in grown folks' business. A lot of people get told to stay out of it. He got told to get in it. It's like knocking on the door. We see Vivica A. Fox, a.k.a. Maxine, is her name in the movie. Vanessa Williams, a.k.a. Terry, and Nia Long, a.k.a. Bird, in the movie. They in the bathroom, chilling, talking about whatever.
They trying to calm her down, too.
Yeah, because they done seen, the whole dancing part that he was doing the most. Like, that is a very bold. Y'all are too lit if you don't realize you're at your own wedding dancing with your ex. Ain't your family. Not even his family, but all her family there. Like, what do you think? What are you thinking? And so eventually Big Mama, I feel like she was Mama Joe, but some of them called her Big Mama. But am I confusing it because Nia Long said Big Mama and Big Mama? I think that's what's going on. I'm mixing up Big Mama with Soul.
Oh, Big Mama's house.
That's why I'm like, okay, Mama Joe. She see Mama Joe, done cleared the air. The grandma is basically rock of the family, the glue that holds everything together. Everybody has that or had that in their family. We had our grandfather. He made sure everybody was either at somebody's house on a holiday.
Right.
Who, family goes through drama, whatever. I don't care about that. We're here on the holidays together. We're going to get it together for at least 1 or 2 times out the year. And that's what the grandma was. Everybody had an issue. Everybody had a problem. There wasn't just one person with a problem or whatever. Everyone had their own issues. And so the movie you said a guy named George Tillman Jr. made the movie?
Yes.
From Milwaukee?
Yes, Milwaukee. And he made so many other films too. He made Barbershop, Beauty Shop. I'm like, wow, how am I just now finding out about this?
Yeah, so he made the film, and so he did a good job with, like, showing us a little bit of everybody's life, because that could get hard. That could be scrambly, especially if it's not a TV show, a series. It condensed all in one movie, and he did a really good job giving us the main points we needed for everybody's life. Then we moved toward, after the wedding, Big Mama, she going to the doctor. They say she got diabetes. She might have to get her leg cut off. And she was not going for it. And again, Ahmad was there at the hospital on the side. He kind of can hear what's going on, but he's still a kid, so he really don't know everything. That's the thing. Like, yes, he was a smart kid, but he was also a child. But he had these like grown responsibilities like that he put on himself. Like, he's hearing that his grandma's leg might have to get cut off, and him and her, they're really close. Like, that's his ace boon, besides his mama. Like, love his mom and his dad, but his grandma is his ace boon. If she, throughout the movie, keeps it as honest with him as possible. And I think she made sure, like, if you're honest, there's good that can come out of that. When they were all at the table, somebody was making a joke. I think Mac's husband was making a joke about Lim being locked up or something. Oh. And the grandma was like, her late husband had, a gambling problem and all that stuff. But, she said, we did what we had to do. She said she cleaned up after white folks. She was honest, because people can joke. That doesn't resolve issues. She took the time out to be honest, and I think she showed that to Ahmad. And toward the end of the movie, which we'll get to, like, he had to do what he was taught by his ace boon coon, by his grandma, and he had to be honest, because that's the only way the issues were being resolved.
Eventually, her leg did get cut off. Also, I think there was some bleeding as well in her arm. In her leg. So yeah, her health definitely declined. She got into a coma, I believe. Yeah, she got into a coma. And I think people didn't know what diabetes was back then. I think that's what Ahmad said in the movie. And they always came over for Sunday dinners and stuff like that. But as the health declined of Mama Joe, and she eventually died, Ahmad felt like, hey, I need to bring the family back together, because the sister was having issues. Bird, she had her own, she was doing hair, a hairstylist. Lim, so she go behind Lim's back, right? Lim had, needed some work. So she is an ex. She shouldn't have did this, but eventually Lim got a job, but Bird's ex was the one that helped him get the job. He didn't know that at first. He didn't know. And once he found out, he was mad.
When she had that whole candlelit dinner. Why do you have candles and I didn't even tell you I got a job yet? Sus. Sus.
That is true. She had the candles all ready for celebration. And he thought, it was just a coinkadink. That's true. That's a good one.
Who wouldn't be upset? I would be upset. So, you know what I mean? Like, huh? Yeah. And then it ain't even just that she asked for the job. He you know how your ex is. He going up to your dude's face like, yeah, your girl, she used to scream. She used to make her brother scream. Like, bro, why would you say that?
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
And push his buttons. And he was like, and even when she was doing too much, she was accepting gifts. That was number one.
Oh, that was a nice bling bling.
Their marriage was on a rocky start from the jump. He did Lim dancing with his ex at the wedding. And why are your exes at the wedding? Her ex was at the wedding too, but he was more low key. And I forgot that part. He did pop up and see her. Like, I'm like, y'all are starting off rocky. And so you ask your ex, who, remember he was on Living Single for a little bit? I was like, yo, he the reason why I got.
Oh yeah, he's the one that moved in. Yeah.
So he going up to her shop where she work at, talking about some, I know your dude can't afford to buy you shit like this. Like, not right now. Give him time. He just got out of jail. But he throwing stuff in her face and she's falling for the bait.
Yep. Feel you, man.
So then, let him find out how he got the job. Woo woo. Go find Bird. Woo woo at the shop. He took her to the bathroom like, what? And then he pushed her.
You effing this.
I'm like, dude, you better not say yes. And she said, no, he just gave me a bracelet. Bracelet. I'm like, dude.
And she might be preggo.
That bracelet mean way more, and you know it. Okay, you could, fine, you took it. Throw it in the garbage, give it to somebody else. You out here flexing with it. Yeah, that was too much. Let's move on to Vanessa Williams' character, Terry. Now, Terry has her own issues. Everybody has relationship problems. And yes, I'm going to include Max as well, the one Vivica's character. But we'll get there. Let's focus on Terry. Terry and her husband, he's a piano lawyer. He's a piano lawyer. And Miles. So Miles, he's tired of what he does. He loves music. It's his passion. He's going. He's got his band, which is like Casey and JoJo, and it was like a whole bunch of. I think they have a group. I forgot the group name, but
after 7 or something.
Yeah, after 7. So like,
yeah.
Hey, Ashley, after 7. But so they vibe and they starting their own thing. They starting from scratch. Kind of. He got money. He can start at a decent level. He ain't got to struggle, too much because he's making lawyer money.
Mm-hmm.
He's not telling his dreams to. Nobody communicated in this movie. That was the whole issue. Miles never communicated to Terry that music was his passion. It got like to the ending points. Like they had to fight it out for her to know. And she's bored in her marriage, right? She's just bored with her whole life. It don't even seem like she even likes her husband at this point. They do the routine. They're stuck in a routine, right? And they're both tired of the routine, but he's doing the most to show her, right? She's just going with the flow. She's like, I gotta make this money. She's a check offer.
She's like a workaholic.
Workaholic. She's always working, so their marriage is. You have to take care of that, right? Y'all decide.
Right.
Like, okay, I'm gonna be at work 24/7. You need to take time. You need to know how to do that. So no one's taking care of it. She's not at home. He ain't at home. He doing his own thing. Cousin Faith comes to one of the Sunday dinners. Random Sunday dinner, right? But it's getting around Thanksgiving time. Faith's free-spirited things, Everybody start turning to the side, looking at people. She not staying with us. No, absolutely not. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Ahmad's giving us the breakdown. Like he said, apparently somebody discovered her. I'm like, why is he? Like he don't believe the story either. But
and saw her in one of the videos. Well, he didn't see her, but said
one of these music videos. So like, but everybody's like judgmental toward her except Mama Joe. And she's just happy to see people. And she like reminds the audience of not just not being judgmental, but appreciating life, appreciating the people that's in your life. And so they never really know when Faith's coming around or whatnot. And she comes through, and Mama Joe, it doesn't matter what music video she was in, what the rumors are, this, that. Gave her so much grace, and that's why I feel like Faith would come around. Like, Faith doesn't have to come to the house. She already, there's a disconnect with the family. No one knows why. You know what I mean? And so, no, she's not going to come around if every time she comes around, it's going to be like that. Because y'all be talking about her in front of her face. And so, like, y'all are at the table talking about her, and she right there. Like, she can't hear. Faith's in town. Nobody wants her at their crib. No one really knows why. Eventually, Terry's like, fine, she could stay with me, blah, blah, blah. She stays with them. Her and Miles end up banging each other. You're right, because they share something, right? And this is where I go back to the marriage thing. They weren't taking care of that thing, that marriage wall. They weren't taking care of it, right? Faith and Miles connected on something he's passionate about, and she's passionate about music in a different way, but they both have a connection, and they have sex on the side of the balcony. And I'm like, out of all places, your wife catches you, but she don't say nothing. She don't say nothing. She said, wait right here. Ahmad didn't even know. She stuck him in a child's place. See, that's why I'll give Terry. Terry is more of the, like, stern, no, we're doing it like this. But she brought that thing into the marriage, and that's not how marriage works. But she was trying to control everything. She wanted to control her career and her marriage the same way. You can't do that. You can't control another person. So then she catches Miles and Faith on the balcony. I mean, it was a beautiful view, but it was cold out, okay? It was cold out. They had coats on. Okay? She leaves. They go into a party. It's a party. Can you pick up Max, Vivica A. Fox's character, and her husband? Let's dive a little bit into Ahmad's family, his parents.
I think they are probably the least problematic couple in the movie. Mm-hmm. Vivica is pregnant in the movie. The husband's name is Kenny. The funny story about it is Kenny was actually her sister's date, but in order to date, you have to bring one of the sisters along, and so clicking on the skating date, and then she saw, maybe she just keep getting cheated on. I don't know why she keep getting cheated on. It's like a trend for her. She saw them banging in the car. They was doing something. I don't know if they was banging, but they was kissing. Yeah, they was kissing in the cold.
Terry,
what the hell? It's cold in Chicago too.
Right.
That's where the city is.
Alone, like,
places. Yeah, that's a funny story. But he also has a little sister. She don't really got no role in it, She ain't really got no role. It's mainly Ahmad. And didn't they have the baby? Yeah, they had the baby in the movie. And
yeah,
they're actually showing what a real marriage is. Taking care of the kids. He even helped Slim out with advice. Slim needed some advice.
He said, if you ain't doing at least taking the garbage out.
Gave him some money, saying, don't tell her, don't tell her. Yeah. Don't tell her, don't tell her. So I think they are mostly like reminding you, hey, there is good Black love out there, because the other sisters, they got some struggles going on,
Right. So we get to this party. They leave. Terry and Ahmad leave. Ahmad was like, I don't know what Aunt Terry saw. We left out of that quick. So now it's the party scene. Quick, let's go back a little bit. Mama Joe passes away, right? But then, so that the glue to the family over. Uh, Bird tried to keep the family together with the Sunday dinners, but she don't know how to cook. So even the pastor didn't have one to eat it. Oh, we forgot about
Is Bernie Mac in this?
no, but Mama Joe is on the Bernie Mac show when they go to Chicago. Remember, and Vanessa get beat up, and her shoes taken from the girl who played in Holiday Park.
Because they thought she
thought she was bougie, like, oh,
yeah.
She took her shoes. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
every time I watch that scene, I get sad. Like, and she didn't even tell Mama Joe either. She's like, is that you, baby? She's like,
oh yeah, she traveled all the way to see her. Yeah.
To see her mama, and the mama wasn't even there. She passes away, from diabetes, and they're arguing. Before she passes, they're arguing in front of her.
Oh yeah, they are.
And it gets really cold in that movie because once Mama Joe passes, in that hospital room, that's when they divide. Sometimes you might be like, oh, everybody drifted off at some point. In that hospital, they were done with each other. Everybody went their separate ways. And they left Faith there, like, by herself. Well, Terry's probably there, but yeah, once Mama Joe passes, nothing's the same. But yeah, we go to this party toward the end. We're wrapping it up. Terry is losing her mind. Like, she's stressed. She don't know what to do. Kenny comes in the, place like, what if me and you could have had something? Why are you bringing this up? You're ridiculous. The sisters start coming in the room. What y'all talking about? Exactly. Nothing. They start talking about money and starts to come out more. Like, Terry felt like she had to take care of everybody. And so she holds resentment toward her sisters because she could never really fully do what she wanted. Maybe she feels like she could have maybe traveled or gone somewhere else instead of being stuck there with her family. But then Max feels jealous of Terry's success. And Bird's not fighting with nobody because she's just like, I'm the baby, so I don't even know where did this even come from. I got my own problems. Y'all over here arguing about money. And they want to, Terry wants to sell the house, and they're like, no, you can't sell the house. And that's really what's tearing people apart. Like, how you going to sell this house, this history? And then we dive more into, like, all these Sunday dinners is what killed her. You know what I mean? They don't really say that, but it's implied, like, mainly Black people, like, for the holidays on Thanksgiving, we eat a lot of stuff out of tradition. But they were doing it not just on Thanksgiving. They were doing this every Sunday.
Yummy.
It's like to me it said you can have this stuff every once in a while, but you shouldn't be doing it every week, right? But they even said it. It's not just tradition, it's also something they had to do, and they turned it into a tradition, to kind of weather the storm, like, do people really want to eat chitlins? No, but if that's all we was given back then, we kind of incorporate it into the history and honor it, and it's, But she did it so much that it's like, okay.
Reppin' the WNBA, baby. Ayy. Put your W's up, put your W's up, put your W's up. BG is free, back with the Mercury. Dominate with dunks in the paint. Can you score over BG? No, you can't.
It's different layers, and Terry breaks down finally. Like, we've never seen her really. We've seen her yell, get upset, but she breaks down. She picked up a knife, a kitchen knife, and was ready to come at Faith quick. Because now, again, she's telling people what happened. She, messed with my husband. I saw them on da-da-da. And everybody like, Miles. Everybody's disappointed in this dude. Like, oh, Miles. And he like, dude. Yeah, like, bro, don't talk about who should be selling what. And that. You're not in the family anymore. You need to actually leave. Right? But that all this needs to come out, and eventually they come together, because I'll have you talk about Ahmad's like plan that he got he was wise beyond his years. He got this plan together to bring his family back because of something that Mama Joe told him before she passed.
It's something. It's funny how people want to come back together for money. It's funny, but Ahmad has a plan. He's telling all these lies to Bird and Terry and everybody. Well, first he convinces his mom to cook the dinner, chitlins and mac and cheese and greens. I'm getting hungry now. But and he's saying that Big Mama left him a lot of money, because it was a story. It was a story in the family that there was money hidden, and they had a close relationship, Mama Joe's, and they think that, Ahmad knows where it is. And they're like, hey, I'll split you some money. I'll split you some money. And so it's amazing, what money will do. Food and money, Let's all show up. And so that was his plan. And slowly it began to work. People was coming to the house. They was shocked. They was like, Mom, what's going on? And he's like, they're in there. Why don't you go see what's going on? And stuff like that. And they began to help around the kitchen, cutting some things up, separating some lettuce or something like that. And they began to cook together once again. It was smelling all good. Things were looking good. Do you want me to tell you what happened? The big fire?
Yep.
Okay, so the big fire happened because actually in the beginning of the movie, he did this. And then he did it again. But anyway, in the heat of a moment, he accidentally leaves the like a towel on the stove. And they tell him to come into the living room, the dinner room, because his lies is surfacing. People are like, Ahmad told me this, Ahmad told me that. So he's getting caught in a lie. And they start all arguing. And then he puts on this Oscar-winning performance. Well, he didn't win the Oscar, but this scene gets the tears flowing. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. I wanted everybody to go together for family dinner. You know what I mean? That wasn't all right, but the tears was flowing and everything. And he's like, so I lied. So I lied.
Like,
yeah. Say that again.
After that, you're not about to yell at a crying kid.
Yeah.
And the fire. What happened? A fire.
Smell that?
I think it's coming from the kitchen. I remember this movie by heart.
Oh my goodness.
They go to the kitchen. Whoa, beep, beep. Like, how you not hear them alarms? Okay.
Get that fire extinguisher.
You hear all kinds of smoke.
Wait, did the smoke alarm go off?
Eventually, I think. And then it's a commotion. Fire! Oh my gosh, and Terry has her moment. She's like, the house. Like, she realized in that moment. But I'm like, is she concerned that she didn't want it burned down because it's history, or like, oh, we ain't gonna be able to sell it? Like, I was up in the air while she was saying that. um, but I digress. But either way, it snapped her into, okay, no, we can't lose this house. It's history. Like, this is our roots. They get somebody who put water on there. Lim or some one of the dudes put water on there.
What on the beat? What on the beat? What on the
Maybe Lynn.
They're like, and it expands. Like, why would you do that? So somebody found the fire extinguisher. All of a sudden, what's his name?
Uncle Pete.
Uncle Pete come down. Now let's review Uncle Pete real quick. The kids been trying to, and even Bird
He stays in his room.
Trying to get Uncle Pete to come out. From the beginning of the movie, he did not want to come out. He was not at the wedding. We don't even know he exists until they at the crib. and they was trying to give him food. He only waited till the footsteps walked away, and he would slide that, and they were trying to open that door. And Joe was like, "No, strong old man. Shut that door. They could never get in, even when times was tough and Mama Joe passed and Bird was trying to cook and leave him some food. She was like, oh, he took it, and then he slid that food right back out. He said, I actually don't want this. This ain't Mama Joe's food.
Oh yeah, cause she can't cook.
So, well, she burnt everything. The only thing that looked good was the rose. But so Uncle Pete stays in his room, but he came downstairs because there was always this myth, right, that Mama Joe had some money stashed away from decades ago from, I don't know, the business, the gambling, I don't know, that the dad did. It was some money stashed away. It was a story to that. I think it's like she hid it from the husband so he wouldn't gamble on that. Give her money. And so Uncle Joe comes out. He's holding this TV. Everybody's scared. They don't even know what he looked like. Who is this random man in the house? Get him. And he's like, oh, snap. And drops the TV. All this money started coming out. Because the fan is on, because they're trying to blow the smoke out. The window. So next thing you know, there's money everywhere. It's like a scene of Price is Right. You're just like, what's going on? Money is coming. And everybody's like, what? And they realize, oh my gosh, this is not a myth. It's true. This is crazy. Uncle Pete, and the only thing he said was, I think he said like Mama Joe gone or something like that. And they're like, Uncle Pete. Like,
I don't think he even talked.
I think he did. I think he said she gone or something like that. He don't say much.
Oh yeah.
Say about 2-3 words. I think maybe. No, remember it was a scene. Max had she was in the kitchen. He came down that day before everybody came, and he was like, "She gone, and he thought she was Mama Joe because she probably, in his eyes, looked like when she was younger. And I'm like, oh my goodness. But when he came down and everybody started freaking out, she's like, no, this Uncle Pete, y'all, this Uncle Pete. And I'm like, wow. The movie, loved it. It got you emotional. It hit on real problems. It, showcased a range of feelings. How people, oh yeah, but real quick, Terry had put Lim in jail because she heard someone said he hit her, but he didn't hit her. He pushed her, and he told him, he was like, that was bad enough. Like, yes, even that. And so I like how everybody was teaching Ahmad in their own ways, like the whole saying it takes a village. They're not necessarily raising him, but they all are helping with the kids, with the family, and so in different ways people were teaching him different things. And
That's
he
true.
felt like I feel like Lim felt like he failed Ahmad when he got arrested and they saw him get arrested. I'm like that classic black movie cinema scene where somebody looking out they in the back of the cop car looking at the family like in Boys in the Hood. I'm like, but let me know your take on it. How'd you feel about the movie overall?
Yeah, I love soul food because I love a kid's perspective. That was cool that he was narrating it. I love movies like that where the kids and all the action. I love family movies, black family movies. We need more of it. Why? Why don't we have more of this? George Tillman Jr., please make more. Um, I mean, it does definitely, it reminds you of like your family and family dinners, at Thanksgiving and Christmas. You definitely see, a huge gender role and like, uh, I was gonna say Big Mama, but Mama Joe's, because you didn't really see the male figure. It's usually like a male figure, but this time it was like mama, big mama, I'll say big mama Joe's. But yeah, it's like you said, it's many layers. It's family, it's food, and it's the black culture, and it's shows you good relationships, and it shows you rocky relationships, and it shows you people that are just done with each other relationships. Shows good black love and then the bad black love. Um, it shows you death also, where you got to move on and how sometimes things are going to get rocky because there's nobody to lead. Who's the leader of the house now, and it kind of reminds you of the whole kid, because Ahmad saw everything, and so it also reminds you kids are watching, kids are learning, as they go on. I did like that they kept the house. It was sad with happened to Mama Joe. Oh, the Boys to Men song, "Good for the soul, food to my soul."
Song ever.
Huh?
Best closeout song ever in a movie.
Mama.
Mhm. And so it also, to me, I feel like it it doesn't have to be. I think everybody should have a leader role at some point. It doesn't have to just be that one person, but that one person, people respect a lot because it's not an easy job to pull people together. He had to lure it with money. All she had to do was with food. He was doing the same thing, but different ways. And so, but everybody should step up. That's what that fire also told. Like it can't just be one person leading everybody. Everybody has to play a part and do their part. Um, so
That's what's up.
yeah, and but yeah, that was a really good movie. Go watch it, rewatch it if you haven't seen it in a while, and I'm gonna watch it for Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna watch a whole bunch of movies. I'm gonna watch this Christmas, even though this Christmas isn't yet, but it's one of my favorite movies. But
People are already watching Christmas movies.
yeah,
Thanksgiving hasn't even happened yet.
Tubi got some Christmas movies. I might watch that. That might be interesting.
Yeah. Before you go, I'm gonna say this. Big Mama quote, and it ties it all together. One finger won't make an impact, but you ball all those fingers into a fist and you can strike a mighty blow. Now this family has got to be that fist. Perfect example. Perfect example, Mama Joe. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. That's where we're gonna end it. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, share it and leave in the comments what was your favorite part of the movie. Share this with Nia Long. Share this with Makai Pfeiffer. Where have you been? You know, and share with everybody. Vivica Fox. I see she got a BMF series coming out. Let's share.
Whoa.
It, you know, share it to 50.
Okay.
Just share it to everybody because we about to go up.
Vanessa Williams. Yeah. Like, subscribe, comment.
Posts. Some of these celebrities be seeing the posts, and I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all see me. And that's Giannis be seeing myself too when I share his Giannis post. I'm like, you could hit that heart button as well. So I know you appreciate it. If you don't
Yeah, come on.
win these games.
Yeah, come on, Giannis. Support.
Everybody love the Bucks now. Oh, the Bucks. Look, Dame or no Dame, whoever come to the team, leave the team, bro. Our originals on there is who we rocking. The OGs. Now, real quick, they were saying something like, you know, people don't really rock with teams anymore. They rock with the individual. And I'm just like, I mean, I don't know. The Bucks, I feel more like I know more of the players. It's like because they work well together. If the team ain't working well together, of course there's gonna be. I'm only gonna rock with this person on the team, and if he go, I'm gonna go too. I used to feel like that with Giannis, but now that I know there's more elements than just him, then I'm like, no, the Bucks as a whole is a good team. So how do you feel about that when people say that?
I mean, my thing is you can find one team you can rock with forever. Cause like if you only rock with one player, it's kind of like you be shifting too. You know? And like when you rock with a team, you rock with them good or bad. They might have a bad season. You know, I remember when the Bucks sucked and we had 15 wins when we had Giannis and a lot of young people. I rocked with us when we had Brandon Jennings leading us. You know, I'm gonna rock with the Bucks for life. Even if Giannis decides to leave one day, of course I'll always be a Giannis fan, but I'm still rocking with the Bucks. You know what I mean?
Team gonna stay the Bucks.
Yeah, he always gonna stay with the Bucks. Now everybody,
I feel like the NFL is looked at differently than the NBA in terms of like the NFL. People are like the team, but NBA their own celebrity. They're like, oh, the star. There can only be one on a team. There's more people on the Lakers, but
Word on the beat. Word on the beat. Word on the beat.
everybody talk about LeBron. There's always a star. It has to be a star. And you could say that maybe that's how they look at quarterbacks, but I feel like I know more individuals in NBA than I do. You tell me everybody on the Packers, I'm gonna be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Miles' husband, I don't know. Jordan.
That's funny.
I don't know these people.
I can only name you a couple Packers. I think because they wear helmets, honestly.
Right.
And also, I just think NBA players, I don't know, maybe they're more marketable. But yeah, I feel like NFL, there's so many parts to it. There's kickers, there's offense, and then there's defense. Where basketball, I like basketball because it's, it goes back and forth, back and forth. You got to play both sides in basketball.
Did you hear somebody said that they think the NBA games are rigged? Like people already know what it's gonna be.
I think a lot of things are rigged because sometimes I feel like the refs, they be playing the Bucks, man, all day, every day. And that's why I say replace the refs with robots. You know, I'm going to get them out of a job because y'all be making, if, huh?
You and Ice Cube.
Refs, they,
Oh, no.
and they be getting paid on the side, because it's this big famous ref. I forgot his name, Donahue or something, but he got expelled from the NBA because he was making a lot of bets. And to think that there's no refs doing that anymore, that would be foolish. That would be naive.
Yeah,
They probably,
like that's what the whole thing with Twilight is. The, the whole thing over there, they don't stop. There's still a group of evil people out there. You're like, where are you connecting this?
Twilight. I need to rewatch those.
It's all you got the thing, but yeah, I gotta rewatch it. I started rewatching Harry Potter, but I'm like, I'm not. Rest in peace to the Dumbledore, the second Dumbledore. He passed. Rest in peace to the original Shaft.
Yes, and cause I saw like cause Soul Food turned into a TV show.
Richard
Um,
Reed.
yeah, and I think he's actually in the Soul Food TV show. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, he was the original Shaft, and he was also on Family Reunion, which I've been rewatching. And
Yeah, he's in there sometimes. He also was being Mary Jane's daddy.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He probably has some more roles when he was younger. Oh, he did you see the new Shaft? Well, it's not new,
I didn't see that.
but they put all the shafts together.
Okay, I'll watch it.
So they put what's his
We can
name?
go
Richard.
back.
So there's Samuel Jackson, and then there's his son, and then there's the original.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Then.
Yeah. And Regina Hall is in there. Yeah.
I love Regina Hall. I love Regina Hall.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Go follow Ashley on IG, TikTok, Snapchat.
Ashley, I be balling.
Join the Facebook group, I Be Ballin' Basketball Show. It gets lit. It gets sturdy.
Yeah, join the group. Facebook.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks, cuz, for coming on the show.
Oh yeah. Everybody watching. Subscribe to RW. Yeah.
And we know the history behind Thanksgiving. We're celebrating the food and the family.
Yes.
So when we're gonna say Happy Thanksgiving, we're giving you peace, love, and joy. Hope you get to spend time with your loved ones, whatever that may mean for you. If you gotta work, I hope you find something good to eat. I'm gonna bake a little bit. Pray for me. I'm gonna just watch a whole bunch of smoking and grilling with AB to show me how to do everything. And that's all we just gonna do. So
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, happy holidays.
Happy.
Be safe on Black Friday. All right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Be safe. All
Or
right.
shop online.
Right. Shop on Cyber Monday. All right. Peace.
Peace. And subscribe because it's good for you.
Yeah.